Good morning, students. Yesterday we studied about Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. We also studied the Fleming's right-hand rule, which will help us to determine the direction of the induced current. Before we start with an alternating current generator or electric generator, let us first try to understand the differences between an alternating current and direct current. You all are familiar with direct current because you have studied a direct current electric motor. We know the symbol for a direct current, one long and one short line, positive, negative terminals, and the flow of current which is from the positive to the negative terminal. Let us now distinguish between the alternating current and direct current. A current changing in magnitude and direction after equal intervals of time is called alternating current or AC. A non-oscillatory current flowing in one direction in a circuit is called direct current or DC. So the main difference between the two is that one is an oscillating current and the other is a non-oscillatory current. Alternating current changes in magnitude and direction, both, after regular intervals of time. Hence, it is called alternating. Whereas a direct current flows only in one direction. The oscillation of the alternating current occurs in a sinusoidal manner with time and hence is shown by the following symbol. So this is the symbol for alternating current. If you find a symbol like this, it indicates that the current that is flowing is of alternating nature. This symbol is called as a sine wave or a sine curve. A sine wave, or it is also called sinusoid, is a curve that describes a smooth periodic oscillation. A direct current will flow only in one direction and it is indicated by one long, one short line. Short line is negative terminal, longer one is positive terminal. Third point, it is used in household electric appliances. So alternating current is the one which is used for the functioning of various electrical appliances in our home. We know that electricity is generated at very far away places and it is transmitted over very long distances. So alternating current can be transmitted over long distances with negligible loss in energy. So most of the current that is used in the appliances in our home makes use of alternating current. Whereas direct current cannot be used on large scale of current for household purposes. The last difference, the frequency of alternating current is 50 Hertz, whereas the frequency of direct current is 0. Now, why is the frequency of alternating current in India 50 Hertz, whereas that of direct current 0? We will study in the next slide with the help of diagrams. So I hope you have understood these 4 points, and these 4 points you have to learn so that you can write down the differences between alternating current and direct current. Here we have the diagram for direct current and alternating current. The symbol for direct current has been shown here, one short and one long line. Here we have two cells, hence it's a battery. Negative terminal, shorter line, positive terminal, longer line. The flow of current has been shown. I, It is flowing only in one direction, from positive terminal to the negative terminal. So it's direct current. It is not changing its direction, and hence the frequency of direct current is 0. Alternating current, on the other hand, here you have the symbol for the alternating current, the sine wave or sine curve that we studied. And here we find that the current is moving in both the directions. So alternating current will change its magnitude and direction after equal intervals of time. This is the graphical representation for direct and alternating current. On y-axis we have current in amperes, and on the x-axis we have time in seconds. So here we have the blue line, which is a straight line for direct current, which indicates that the direct current is moving only in one direction, and hence frequency is 0. Coming to alternating current, here we know that the magnitude and direction changes in equal intervals of time, which is evident from here. We find that the current goes on increasing. It achieves a certain maximum value here, then it decreases and comes back to 0. Then once again it goes on decreasing. It achieves a minimum value here. You can see negative numbers on this side. And then again it comes back to 0. So this is considered to be one cycle here. This is a crest and this is one trough. So one crest, one trough means one cycle. So now you must have understood why the symbol is taken here. The sinusoidal wave pattern. This is the wave sine curve which we make use of as a symbol for alternating current. Now in India, we find that for half cycle, 1/100th of a second is needed. So this is 1/100th and this is another 1/100th for one complete cycle here. So 1/100th plus 1/100th, that is 2 upon 100, which is equal to 1 upon 50, that is equal to 0.02 seconds. So to complete one cycle, 0.02 seconds are needed. Thus in 1 second we can have 1 upon 0.02, that is 50 cycles per second. So we have the frequency of alternating current to be 50 Hertz. Hertz is the unit of frequency. Once again, this is half cycle, that is requiring 1/100th of a second. This is another half which also requires 1/100th. So that comes out to be 0.02 seconds. So to complete one cycle we need 0.02 seconds. So in 1 second we will have 50 cycles per second. So in India, in the power stations where electricity is generated, one cycle changes in 1/50th second. That is, the frequency of alternating current is 50 Hertz or 50 cycles per second. So I hope you have understood what is alternating and direct current, the frequencies also. And from here we come to very well know that the magnitude, that is the value of alternating current, changes, as well as the direction also changes. So here you come to know that the magnitude has become maximum here, then it becomes 0, and then it becomes minimum at a particular time. So the magnitude is changing, the strength of the current is changing, and so is the direction also. So the direction also changes, magnitude also changes in equal intervals of time. We now begin with an electric generator.